welcome to Good News Week. Yeah, welcome. Welcome, my friends, my lovers, my countrymen, old woman. Welcome to Good News Week, coming tonight from the Bob Brown Memorial Wind Farm, as we say farewell. To the 2012 Melbourne International Comedy Festival! And sadly, we say goodbye to Good News Week forever. And this is definitely the last ever show, even though we are doing another show after this one.
We love you, Paul!
Thank you. You sound like a broken record, old person. And what a year it's been so far. Torrential rain, gale force winds and flooding in the east. Record heat waves and bushfires in the west. No need to worry about climate change. The natural disasters will cancel each other out. Feminist bag lady Jermaine Greer attacked Julia Gillard's fashion sense, saying the Prime Minister had a big ass. And it's true. She did. But then Kevin resigned. Facebook listed on the stock exchange. Now you can own a small part of the company that owns a small part of you. The listing instantly created thousands of new millionaires, a few new billionaires, and Mark Zuckerberg became so rich there's no actual word for it. There were claims Osama bin Laden's body was not buried at sea, but sent to the US for cremation, or more specifically, a barbecue on the White House lawn. Try the beard, it's so crunchy. The captain of the Italian cruise ship Costa Concordia drove the vessel onto rocks, killing dozens and forcing a mass evacuation, in which he got off first. It's known as the Silvio Berlusconi method. Because he got off first, you see, got off first. It was like an episode of The Love Boat, starring Charlie Sheen and directed by Lindsay Lohan. Police are now investigating exactly where Craig Thompson was on the night. The Queensland election saw the government virtually wiped off the map, winning only 7 seats. It was the worst defeat in ALP history, not counting the next one. Tony Abbott said the result was a verdict on governments that don't tell the truth. He then made some non-core promises, watched boat people throwing their children overboard, and invaded Iraq. Julia Gillard then tried to frame the next election as being all about truth, but no one believed her. An Australian scientist suggested a new way of controlling feral animals in the outback. Komodo dragons. According to Professor David Bowman, the dragons would eat our feral pigs and goats. And when the pigs and goats run out, the giant lizards could start helping us with our aging population problem. On TV, the ritual humiliation of fat people for our entertainment continued, and how we laughed at their tears and shame and chest pains. While we stuffed our faces with chips and chocolate and cheese, thus creating the next generation of reality stars. In Russia, Vladimir Putin wept as he became the country's new president for the 3rd time, as did the vast majority of Russians who hadn't actually voted for him. Back in Queensland, Bob Katter's new political force, the No Poofters Party, released a bizarre anti-gay marriage ad that even the Pope found offensive. Apparently, Bob could only get anyone to vote for his party by kicking gay people, when everyone knows you get votes by kicking boat people. Opinion polls showed Tony Abbott was becoming slightly more popular, moving up a few points from un. Sadly, we said goodbye to Whitney Houston, Davy Jones from the Monkees, Ian Turpie, Margaret Whitlam, Jimmy Little and Jim Stynes. Even more sadly, we didn't say goodbye to Kyle Sandilands. Ben Pollis or Jason Ackermanis. But happily, it looks like we will be saying goodbye to Robert Mugabe. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Robert Mugabe, slightly more popular than Kyle Sandilands. There were... oh, this one's good. There were enormous celebrations in North Korea where they marked former leader Kim Il-sung's 100th birthday with a rocket launch, feared to be nuclear. But it wasn't a long-range missile, it was a celebration of their complete inability to launch long-range missiles. In response to the launch, Japan and the US put their missile interception systems on alert, and Australia launched a customs vessel in case the missile tried to claim asylum. In Indonesia, there were reports President Yudhoyono was considering reducing Schapelle Corby's sentence for drug smuggling by 10 years, which means she could be free in 2. Ben Cousins might finally get that delivery he's been waiting for. And that's the good news. Thank you. Good evening tonight as we face the final curtain. The King of the World, Mikey Robbins! The awesome power of Claire Hooper! The sumptuous Cal Wilson! The bendy Frank Woodley! The scallywag Jason Byrne! The abundant Will Anderson! How are we all? We comfortable?
Yeah. Ecstatic, little man.
Yeah? You know what I particularly like? How we cleaned the stage totally.
And then mucked it up again.
Actually, no, my favourite thing was when we're standing backstage, we were shown a little blue cross that when we were introduced, so walk the little blue cross, a little tape on the floor, and take your bow. It's covered by newspaper!
How are you all? You well?
Oh, I'm so excited to be here for your final show. It's really sad, but it's really nice for it to be here because next year this venue is getting turned into a pie face. Because there's not quite enough pie faces in Melbourne. You can walk up to 5 metres without having... I was in a pie face the other night having a pie, and I opened the top of my pie, and they were opening a pie face inside the pie.
Is that a... What is a pie face? Is that a person, or...?
It's
a pie face?
It's like the world's lamest superhero.
Pie face. Is that a shop?
Yeah, they sell pies.
And you put them in your face.
But also...
is it like a clown shop? Or it's just literally...
That would be cream pie face. Oh, no! No! I didn't...
It doesn't matter.
I didn't mean...
It's all right. It's the last one.
It is nice to be here for your final show, though, because I was at your last final show.
Yeah. Wait. All right.
No, actually,
He makes a good point, ladies and gentlemen.
no, to be honest, if memory serves me right, this is about our 5th final show.
I remember the one in 1998. So
Yeah,
what's that?
ABC, yeah.
14 years ago. So even John Farnham's like, you bastard.
Frank, how are you?
Good.
He's ready, Paul. When we sat down, he pulled some notes out of his pocket and he unfolded them. And they don't have anything on.
They're full of...
Why did you bring them?
That's actually 2 of the pages of the script from Woodley.
I don't know what's happening. There's just loads of shows being mentioned.
Yeah,
What
that's
show?
right.
What show do you do?
Oh, isn't that
Do
refreshing?
you mean the one on the telly with the ads?
When do you get your little keyboard out and start playing?
No, that's David Hardy.
Oh, shit.
Racist. We're all the same. Is that what it is?
Well, seeing we've just started trying to score points off each other, shall we get into the games, ladies and gentlemen?
What's the story about the farewell to Good News Week? Find out after the break.
We call the first contest for the last time, What's the Story?
Yes.
Well, I thought that would be more impressive. Mikey, Cal, Jason, all aboard.
Yes. Oh.
Oh, crying baby. Oh, crying sad baby. So this is obviously about what you tell kids when they cry. If you cry, we send you down the laundry chute to hell.
Is that not Wet and Wild in Brisbane? So there's an airline, there's a child crying.
Well, everyone who flies, there is a problem when, the sound of a baby crying. And, you've got kids, and I'm the guy that makes the face when you bring your kids on the plane.
I don't even want to sit next to me when I bring a kid on the plane.
Well, because the thing is, the next time you're on a flight and you hear a child crying, at least to cheer yourself up, the kid's in pain.
But what you can do as well is if you have a newborn baby or a baby that maybe is 6 months, they'll sit up a bit. You can put them on that bassinet thing, the basket that folds out, and then you just put them up there if it's your baby. But then you can just walk away like it's not your baby, and then just sit with other people going, oh, Jesus.
You do what we do on our son's nearly 3, so when we travel together, we just book him a seat that's 2 rows behind us.
Or put them in the little bag compartment.
Yeah, the hand luggage. Your baby may have shifted during flight.
So this is amazing. So we're Good News Week, and we're talking about babies on flights. It doesn't seem particularly relevant to just this. It could be for many years.
You want to talk about what the story's about?
Yeah, what is the story about?
Malaysia Airlines.
Malaysian Airlines, yes.
Oh, because that was written on the plane.
Yep.
Well spotted,
but
Cal.
I know what the story's about, so I can do the real truth thing that happens in this universe.
This is going to be... Yeah, really?
So Malaysian Airlines have so they've got a new big double-decker plane, and the top deck is for people without kids, and the bottom deck has more toilets and more entries for families with kids, and I'm hoping that they have more minibars downstairs as well, for all the poor parents that are stuck with 500 children in their row.
So upstairs is kid-free, downstairs has kids, and bad kids on the wing.
Ooh, I like it.
Mummy, can I come in?
Is it they're not allowed in first class? Is that it?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think they've got it without your help, which is probably good, and now you should not speak.
They couldn't let the kids. They can't let kids into first class because they're so unruly. They'll do bombs in the pool.
Are we right?
I was hoping that for the last time we ever play that game, it would be better, but that's good. They have it, ladies and gentlemen. Round of applause. Let's move it. It is true, Malaysia Airlines has banned children under 12 from the upper deck of its economy section. They're now restricted to the lower deck, or as it used to be called, the landing gear. At least you can have a nice, peaceful, low-cost flight soothed by the faint sounds of sobbing from below. Youngsters will be still allowed on the flights, but they must put on their oxygen mask as soon as they sit down, through which will flow a calming, sleepy gas. The airline initially banned children from its first-class section after a big baby made a disgrace of himself by urinating everywhere. That baby turned out to be Gerard Depardieu. Fair, Frank, Will, lock and load. You're up. What's happening?
That's
Beachy.
that doesn't help much. Stephen Smith, yep.
Nice head of hair.
Excitement machine.
Oh, what's that?
An aeroplane going off.
I don't know if it helps, but I did know their story.
Well, that's actually the plane the babies get to go on now.
Right.
There's a baby flying that plane. That's the only person allowed on that plane is a baby. No, I think it actually might be like a plane that can fly itself, which you could put babies on.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be great? That's the solution.
Put the babies on the pilot-free plane.
What do you call the pilot-free planes again?
An unmanned drone.
Unmanned drone. You go to the airport, you have a 747 that is like an unmanned drone, load it full of babies, just send them all by themselves. They won't shit each other. They're into crying and stuff. They like it. Is that it? Is that the story? An unmanned plane for babies?
Sadly, no. It's not the. Sadly, no.
It is.
Oh, it is. Okay.
He's wrong.
I sense it will be the story one day, but today it's not actually the story.
You know what I'd love to do with an unmanned plane, actually? Wouldn't that be great? You send it into enemy territory and it gets shot down, and when they kind of open up the cockpit, you have like a monkey with his hands glued to the steering wheel. It's going... I mean, it would be bad for the monkey, but good for the story.
These guys have no idea.
You're going to throw it wide if you don't get it. You've got to bring it home.
So, unmanned drones is the bit we've got to concentrate on,
Yes.
right?
I think unmanned drones
Stephen
is-
Smith was in the middle, which means it's an Australian political story. So
Yes.
I'm going to say it's about the fact that the Americans want to put unmanned drones off the coast of... Shut up! I'm not there yet. Don't start... Anyway, this is it.
That's a bad section just down there.
So the unmanned drones. The Americans are coming to Darwin. They're going to have an army base up in Darwin, and the reason they came there is because Obama really liked those. If you never know, you'll never go. It's massive Daryl Summers.
You are getting no support from your teammates.
Sorry, I was being a bit rude. I was just sitting back here going, it's the 747 full of babies.
I'm starting to see why that other fella left you to do that cooking show.
They've started tearing themselves apart.
Oh my God, we're not a team. We're a team.
I'm watching you explain and I'm watching Frank help, and I can't help but be struck by the similarity between the two of you with your hair and everything. And Frank looks like your Rain Man brother.
And those baby planes full of babies. Qantas. Those babies on planes, Qantas never crashed. They've never crashed them.
The Americans are coming to Darwin. They're putting an army base up in Darwin. But there's also a bit of talk that there's some islands off Western Australia that they're going to have the Keely and Cocos or something like that.
You're incredible. Will Anderson, ladies and gentlemen, is phenomenal.
And I've just realised I had the wrong one picked as Rain Man.
I'm like Rain Man, but without the smart bits.
They do have it right, ladies and gentlemen. 10 points for them. As we forge increasingly close defence ties with the good old USA, their military is keen to use our very own Cocos and Keeling Islands as an Indian Ocean base for long-range spy drones. Rule number 1 of spying: if you're building a spy base, you're not meant to call it a spy base. Cocos would replace America's current base, Diego Garcia, which isn't an island, it's just a Mexican guy on a lie low. The idea is the US would use the base to launch the drones, which will spy on nearby countries such as Indonesia, China and Australia. Of course, the US military will only be stationed on the Cocos Islands for a few years. Thanks to global warming, it's scheduled to sink in 2015. So, ladies and gentlemen, after one Yankee Doodle dandy round of Good News Week, Mikey's team, 10 points. Claire's team, 10 points. Nick, what can we say? Coming up, it gets even more special.
New teams: Corinne Grant, Carl Einar Hackner, Stephen K. Amos and Randy. Don't go away!
You want more? We'll give you more. Would you welcome, on the Robbins team, author, funny chick, marshmallow lover, Corinne Grant? Joining the Hooper mob, the magical Swedish Elvis, Carl Einar Hackner! The charming, beguiling, bewitching Stephen K. Amos! And the hairless, purple majesty that is Randy! How's the second shift? Did you see the first team?
Yes, I enjoyed the first team. I got to know a lot more about pie faces.
Pie face?
Yeah. I'm thinking of going in tonight and asking for some fish and chips. Just to see what happens.
Yeah. Good to be back in Australia?
Loving being back in
Australia.
Of course I've left.
Right.
I've been to the motherland. And
How is she?
she's big. Yes, I've been home, but I've been back. I've been to places I've never been to before. I've been to Darwin.
Darwin. Darwin's in our country, people. Here, top end, Darwin.
It feels like it's far away. It's a 5-hour flight, and I stopped halfway in Alice Springs, and the airport was like a shed.
Yes.
Honestly, you just open the door and you're on the street.
Yeah. Oh, it's 5 hours by plane in about 30 years.
You writing? You writing another book?
I'm writing a book.
You know?
Yeah. Mostly what I'm doing is making lots of cups of tea and reorganising my sock drawer. But in theory, I'm writing another book.
Well, it's lovely to have you with us. Lovely.
Thanks.
Both of you.
Thank you, Paul. Nice to be on your last show.
Oh, I know.
It's so emotional.
It is. Don't stop.
How are you boys?
We're very good, thanks, Paul. How are you?
I'm very well.
Are you excited about bringing this puppy home in style?
I love it. Yeah, I love it. It's great. It's great for me. Where's your mate?
The skinny guy?
Yeah, the skinny guy. Where's the skinny guy?
Cut him loose.
Yeah. He was holding you back,
Holding me
your
back,
coattails.
weighing me down with his 57 kilograms of pure entertainment. So now me and Carolina are starting a duo act. It's called Weird and Weirder.
Yeah. Actually, right now that team looks like Sesame Street on acid.
We just got a little distracted over here because Carlina wanted to know what Darwin was. And so I had to draw him a little picture.
Oh, that's very good.
It's a map here. No, I know. Yeah, I've not been there, but it's close to Perth.
You've been there?
No, I have not.
It's closer to Indonesia than anything else.
There we go. That's Perth.
But Bon Scott comes from Perth.
Yes.
Yeah, I like AC/DC. Yeah.
Is that the first sentence you learned in English? Bon Scott comes from Perth.
Thank you for inviting me. It's very nice.
We love Carolina. Well, I think we should get stuck into it. During the break, as we looked at the space where our Logie should be, both teams were given 3 clues to a recent strange but true story.
Oh, God.
Robbins, Grant and Amos got a 4-legged friend.
As Oates once said, I'm just stepping out of the tent. I may be some time. Oh, God, no!
This normally takes some time, so let's have some thinking music. Dum 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 What is that meant to be? It's like...
Oh, my God.
Oh, Jesus.
This was the clue. This is the clue.
It's a beautiful thing.
It's a horse, Paul, and guess which part I got to play?
I think you'd be playing the horse's arse there.
Yes.
It's nice because we've been calling you that behind your back for years.
We also have this, fine dining, ladies and gentlemen. Fine dining, Stephen Kay.
I was a bit upset when they gave me this thing to do.
Oh, no, you'll be good.
The servant.
Yeah. No, you'll be good.
What can I get you?
Oh, dear God.
Yeah, exactly. Well, gone are the days where you tell me what to do. Right.
I think I have to tip over every time.
Of course I am. This is never going to work.
Thank you.
What? Stephen K. Amos! And you also have this.
Oh, I'm contractually obliged to do this. Paul, can you sing?
Really?
Yes.
I can possibly. I couldn't possibly sing.
That's it.
No, seriously, he takes that everywhere with him. On the bus.
It's like watching a really hairy Tony Barber.
When you walk through the storm, hold your head up high and don't be afraid of the dark. Walk on, walk on, with hope in your heart, and you'll never walk alone. You'll never walk alone.
Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you very much, Lord have mercy.
That was amazing. It's only taken 16 years, but your voice just broke.
Exactly.
And Hooper, Hackner and Feltface have...
Ah, Feltface, sworn enemy of Pieface.
They have Faith.
I get ghosts and priests mixed up.
Why? Because they both scare children.
We also have Gentleman's Entertainment.
The clue? No.
Yeah, that's the clue. Gentleman's Entertainment.
Magic.
Yeah. Gentleman's Entertainment. This is. I think this is what we're talking about. This is the Gentleman's Entertainment, ladies and gentlemen. Gentleman's Entertainment. And finally, this.
I don't know if I can match the dulcet tones of the hairy Tony Barber, so I'm going to need the audience to help me out here. I need you all to stomp with me like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Everybody! Awesome! Clap the hands. And now the marriage vow is very sacred. The man has put us together. Ought to make it stick together. Come on, let's sing together. Yeah! You know we made a vow to leave one another never. Saxophone solo! Not a saxophone. Not for a saxophone. Yeah! You know we made a vow to leave one another never. Paul McDermott on the kazoo, ladies and gentlemen! I specifically asked for a saxophonist, but that was pretty good.
I don't need a saxophone. We'll solve those puzzles later. Up next, 1,000 words.
Now to the game called 1,000 Words. Mikey, Corinne, Stephen, your finest captions for these newsmakers, please. What do you think Big Bob Catter is thinking about?
Hi, I'm new to Grindr.
My brain is this
It's
big.
big, exactly. This is the percentage of people who actually vote for me. he did those completely homophobic ads in Queensland.
Yes, and the tagline I think for the ad was something like family values.
Yeah,
and so
yeah.
showing an advert with two men kissing is
Yeah.
that he's sort of saying, look what's going to happen to our family values. And the weirdest thing about this man, I found out that his brother is half gay. No, he's half brother. Is gay. Well, that's awkward. Mondays and Tuesdays.
he gets a man in to help. I think he's actually saying, I'm this much smarter than my hat.
How about, honey, I shrunk my hat?
Yeah, that's good.
I liked it. I liked it.
I know. Or I was in Reykjavik and I was swimming and it was very cold and.
Randy?
What?
Anything to add?
My eyeballs aren't real. I have no idea what's going on.
Shall we take a look at the next one? Any thoughts there?
The Queen has just got that look on her face going, Philip, just don't say anything racist, just keep your mouth shut. Just for once, keep your mouth shut.
It just looks like he's going to go, what the hell is going on here?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I think the bishop to her right's gone, I just goosed her.
That is not happening to the Queen.
Well, it may be well happening to the Queen, but it looks like she's got no feeling down there.
I reckon his bishop's been goosed because he's looking pretty happy.
Well, have you noticed none of the children look very happy?
No, that's because they got that dreadful old person smell behind them. of death and lavender.
I think the Queen's going, I usually have the fanciest hat.
Is that Don King next to her? Did he become a bishop? Did he become a bishop?
No, it's not Don King.
No, it's a hat. It's got a hat on.
Carl Einer, do you want to add?
Yeah, I think she thinks that I love my job.
Let's have the next snap.
Craig Thompson going, but there's no strippers on these poles. These are dumb poles.
Dumb poles. Just a question, who is this guy?
He's a union official who's, it's alleged he may have used his union credit card to allegedly sleep with hookers.
He's a hooker.
Well, he's a politician, so it's the same thing.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Well, being a hooker and a
We have them in Sweden too.
What, hookers?
Hookers?
No politicians.
Carl Einer and Randy and Claire.
Yes.
Here's some snaps for you. Your 1,000 words begins with a very stylish Pope.
Hands up if you've ever eaten the worm.
Chevy Chase has let himself go.
He's a bit more like Steve Martin.
Yeah.
Maybe it's Three Amigos: The Return.
But he's from Germany.
Character.
He's from Germany.
He is.
Yes.
Oh, Nazi party shows off new uniform.
He's also got a selection of hats, though, hasn't he? And do you think because he's in Cuba?
Mexico.
That was in Mexico.
This sets a precedent because he's not previously worn hats from other countries. I believe this is the first time.
Oh, he's a wacky
Oh,
Pope.
so-
This is the first time he's gone.
Ratsy, you wacky Pope.
Can't wait till he gets to Norway and puts the Viking one on.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Or maybe in Alabama, Ku Klux Klan.
Well, let's face it, he's already got the first half of the outfit.
We have another snap for you.
Oh.
Camilla with a snub nose aimed at Princess Mary.
The next person who grabs my boob, I'm going to shoot.
Freeze or the nipple gets it.
I didn't kill her. I don't know who you are thinking of, but not the same as I am.
Let's have a quick look at the last one. Okay.
I do birthday parties too. Yeah.
I pledge my allegiance to the chocolate. The eggs! The eggs! The eggs!
break, so you think you can mime? Would you welcome back Cal and Jason and Frank and Will? Now, this is always a fun part of the show. It's time for a mime. Jason Byrne out the front. Come on, straight into it.
Okay. Oh, yes, the box of empty cigars. I nearly read it out. I don't read it out. No, it's mine. Yeah, it's mine. Yeah.
Okay, from their reaction, I am now very nervous.
Oh, can I wait? Can I use this?
Yeah,
can you
can
sit
use
in my seat?
Oh, okay. I'll
Yeah, because I might be able to use that. Okay.
Okay, I like this. This is good.
Hang on a sec.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Hang on.
Oh, get you along here.
I just got to do my Paul McDermott tiny eyes.
What are you doing?
Wait, this is not
I'm taking points off for you talking.
Okay. Okay.
Have you started yet? You're a mermaid. You're a mermaid.
Junkie.
You're
Do you actually?
vomiting seal.
Do we need to? Hang on. Sorry. Do we need to establish a safe word here?
You're a saint. You're a martyr.
You're a martyr. You're a martyr. You're a martyr.
Where did it go?
You're a martyr.
You're a martyr.
Idea.
You're the.
So you're not allowed to speak, but you are allowed to go, I've got an idea.
No, but when I was doing that, the word idea doesn't help. It's just, that was just a noise.
I'm terribly
You're the
sorry.
saint of Germans.
No,
Hitler. No, Hitler.
No, I'm
You're.
Here we go. Oh,
You're having a vasectomy.
No,
You're in a toilet.
No,
Okay, you're driving.
You're in a rocket. Are you in a rocket?
Rocket. Roller coaster.
I'd just like to say at this point, we have the word roller coaster, only 47 more words to go.
Okay, it's a bit of a mustache.
You're a gnome. You're digging gnome.
No, next. Chin.
An engineer.
Yes,
An engineer.
yes.
A roller coaster engineer.
Come on.
A guy who fixes roller coasters. A guy who invents roller coasters. Oh, wait a minute.
What?
I think I might know what the story is about.
Is it this? Oh, go.
Is it the guy?
Wait.
Yes! Okay, a tiny engineer with a walrus moustache that looks like Hitler has invented a roller coaster that will kill you.
Yes!
So the idea is that you put people who
Want to die?
want to die. Yes.
Oh!
Yep. Oh.
What's the word for people who want to die?
Terminally ill.
No.
Suicidal.
No.
Voluntary.
Suicide. Euthanasia.
Oh, yeah, that's
Euthanasia.
Sorry, that was euphoria. I did it wrong.
Yeah, okay, so it's euthanasia.
It's a form of voluntary euthanasia by roller coaster.
That's it. Jason Byrne! Jason Byrne!
I think my favourite part of that whole thing was when you panicked that you didn't have your microphone on. When you were doing a mime!
Sorry, yeah, that is true.
Yes, we'll have to deduct a few points for things like engine.
Well, I didn't really say it though. I was trying to. Just gin and ear, but N. I couldn't make an N.
They did get enough of it, ladies and gentlemen, to get a few points.
Oh, thank you.
Only a bit of it. We only got a bit of it.
What didn't we get?
I don't think we got the word oxygen, debate, revolutionary idea.
I think we got that was a revolutionary idea.
Thanks, Frank.
It's true, ladies and gentlemen, an engineer in Lithuania has entered the assisted suicide debate with a very special idea, the euthanasia roller coaster. It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience. The only roller coaster where no one yells, again, again. Yuli Obonis says the euthanasia coaster is designed to humanely, with elegance and euphoria, take the life of a human being. The hardest part is getting grandma on it in the first place.
I guess you wouldn't have to worry too much about putting the safety bar down.
Be a nice way to go.
You know, they're going to have a lot of trouble selling the photo at the end.
This is just one of the rides planned for an entire euthanasia-themed park, which will be known as either Final Frontierland or No Tomorrowland. And if you survive the roller coaster, you get a free show bag filled with spiders! Deadly spiders! More magnificent mime after the break. Go nowhere once again for Jason! And now, so you think you can mime, Frank Woodley!
He's not going to be any good at this.
No, I'm actually just going to explain the whole thing by going. It's
quicker, Frank. It's quicker.
Had some country. The other man was a cow. It's going to be easy.
Is it a cow?
No, horse.
There you go, that's yours. You can hold that if you want.
I'm on a roller coaster.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Okay.
No, good.
There's a lot of info there.
There's a lot of info.
I might have to check back in with you at some point.
That's why you can do that. Anytime. You good, Frank?
Yep, okay.
Your time starts. The tension's incredible. Your time starts now.
Door, opening a door.
Gone into a bank.
An
Are you in a
elevator.
bank?
Get smart.
Hotel. Oh, police. He's gone to the police station.
Yeah, all right.
Oh,
Yeah,
right,
good.
okay.
Yeah. No word.
A time traveller goes to an olden-style police station.
Okay.
It's a hat thing.
Someone with a big hat. Abraham Lincoln. Oh, the president. Someone with a really big hat.
What?
Molly Meldrum.
What's that?
Flowers?
Is that a bunch of flowers?
No.
Come on, Frank.
Someone's breastfeeding a dolphin.
Oh, Uncle Sam!
Oh, America.
Okay.
So, in America, sunset,
Okay, so it's the time of the day. We're talking about, is it the
Daytime?
morning or the evening?
The sun comes up, the sun
dusk?
goes down. From dusk till dawn, day.
The duration, it's a whole day.
Right.
Sunrise.
Sunset. Sun.
Maybe it's time to use the word.
So it's in the, are we talking about the West?
Cal.
Is it in the West?
Cal. California.
He used the other team against themselves.
Make him do the city now.
California man, he has comes in, he has a chat to the policeman. He tells him that he just came through the door.
Someone's driving.
Boxing
driving, parking, getting out of a car, picking up something. I'm just describing things.
It's good though, that's right.
Bing bong, he went to deliver something.
Deliver.
Is it a crate of fish?
Someone visited Michael J. Fox.
Too soon.
And what's in the package? Frank, what's in the package?
Smoking, medical marijuana, pot, weed.
Oh, yeah.
I have no idea why I got that one.
And he goes back to his car.
Tell me about a ninja. So,
Actually, I think.
some guys dressed as ninjas mugged a guy who was delivering medical marijuana or was driving a car that had medical marijuana.
Yeah. In California.
In California?
Yeah.
That's it, everything's there. The amazing Frank Woodley. California police are investigating a man's claim he was robbed by two ninjas while delivering medical marijuana. Apparently the ninjas wanted to get high-ya! Hi-ya! Hi-ya! It's like this is the greatest combination of ninjas and drugs since monkey magic. The victim claims the robbers attacked him on his regular delivery route and absconded with a large bag of marijuana, and he swears it was ninjas. He saw them very clearly as they rode off on their unicorn. The delivery man was shattered. Ninjas stole his medical marijuana because that shit makes you see ninjas! The victim also said after the ninjas took his stuff, they mysteriously disappeared in a huge puff of smoke. He then apprehended the puff of smoke by sucking it into his lungs. Police later found him laughing at a hubcap. Over there now, 48 points.
All right.
Over there, 50 points. Coming up, border insecurity. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the Arena of Fun, Corinne Grant and Stephen K. Amos. Carl Ina and Randy. Stephen and Carl, will you come down and join me? This is Border Security, the true blue game that weeds out the flaming zeros and keeps the bloody heroes competing to be new Australians tonight, the English Jamaican dandy Stephen K. Amos and the magical Swedish jumpsuit Carl Ina Hackner.
I will just make this flower just to hoka disappear. Shit. Wait, I suck it into my nose. It's very exciting.
5 points. Stephen?
I think you'll find I did my table thing earlier. And it went down well.
We can do a double act.
Yeah, me and you.
Yeah, why not?
I like how you zip yourself up then just... Gentlemen, are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah?
What, to do the double act?
to do Border Insecurity.
Yeah, I love that show.
Here we go. Where would you find greenies? Where would you find greenies? In the mystery bags at a Barbie? Bluing with a jumbuck dumping swaggy at a Billabong? Or in the sticky beak of a drongo who needs a hanky? Border Insecurity, become an Australian citizen now.
Do we have a button that we should push or something?
Yes, it's there.
Okay.
There is no button.
Yeah, okay, we're not making as much money at 10 lately, so imagine the
Do you
button.
need translation advice?
I would love some translate. When you say, could you, greenies, I'm imagining greenies, bogies.
Yeah, help out, yes, good.
So I'll be looking at how would you deal with a bogey? With what sort of thing would you have?
How would I deal with one?
Yeah.
With a handkerchief.
Just guess one.
With a handkerchief?
Yeah, just pick. No. Is it No, I don't know. Is it beanies? Is it bagpackers? No.
Backpackers.
Backpackers. I mean, backpackers.
No.
I'm not a backpacker.
No.
My suitcase has wheels and everything.
So do we have an answer for the first question?
I've got an answer. I'm going to go for the last one. In the sticky beak of a drongo who needs a hanky.
Okay, and Carl Einer?
Is
that one?
Bluing.
That one.
What?
That one. The last one. Same one as him. Go for that one.
A Barbie puppet? No.
Yeah, that one. Go for that one.
The last one.
The last one? Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. I think so. The last one.
Maybe last
I go for the last one.
Let's have a look and see who's right. Oh, they're both right!
This makes no sense. They can't both go for the same answer, because otherwise it's a stalemate.
Oh, aren't you a stickler?
Sweden is neutral.
Who is Ken Oath? They know. They know. Inventor of the smoko, the goon bag and the thunderbox? A former garbo who ran a servo and whoop whoop? Or a bloody legend up there with the yowie and the bunyip?
What's a garbo? Is that rubbish?
That's a garbo.
No wonder no one gets into our country with explanations like that.
It's a person who collects garbage.
Oh, it's a person who collects...
Or someone who wants to be alone.
And what's a whoop whoop? Is it like a...
It's a lovely small town.
It's a town in...
it's a place.
It's at the back of Burke. It's beyond the Black Stump.
Yeah.
After in being called their own team member.
I'd be leaning towards the third one.
I'd be leaning towards something yowie-ish, bunyipy.
Come on, let's try. Let's give it a crack.
Ken Oath.
Maybe it's the Barbie's.
No, the Barbies was in the previous one. That's back the whole game.
Wait.
You won the last game.
Isn't Barbie's boyfriend named Ken?
Yes. You got a point, Carl.
I'm going to go for the last one.
The last one, number 3.
What it is.
And yourself?
What do you think? No. Last one.
Oh, come on!
Shall we have a look and see who's right? Oh, they're both right!
This makes no sense.
Yes, maybe Jason Byrne shouldn't have made the little eye joke before, huh? Maybe Jason Byrne shouldn't have done that and your team would be doing better now.
How can anyone be responsible for Jason Byrne?
Jason Byrne's not responsible for Jason Byrne.
A cobber asks for a chin wag. What do you hope they'll do? Wiggle your trouser snake near their gob. Have a bit of a dinky dye gas bag, or give their blue heeler a nice tickle.
I think when you drive in China, you have bicycles with this with 3 wheels. It's not China wag.
A chin wag?
Just...
Oh, it's one of the things they do here, one of their things.
Yes, good.
Also, when you're walking down the street, just go like...
What is a gas bag? What is a gas bag? What is that?
Oh, well, the gas bag. That's when you have too much gas.
Maybe you are the expert.
I am the expert. Yes.
Let's clean it up.
Oh, sorry.
Do we have a thought?
Dinky D gas bag. What was it?
Carl, I know.
Dicky Dog.
What do you think, man?
Go with the same one just to piss Marky off. Do that. Go with that one.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Let's have a look.
I'm sorry. This is like doing Sale of the Century and saying, okay, what's the capital of France? And someone goes, Paris. Then asking the other two, what do you think?
Yeah, but what? England got the Olympics.
Yeah, you know what? I can't argue with that.
Hi, everyone. You deco a mug, chucking a Yui. Are they bonking a spunky merino? Suddenly hooning us about? Or pounding out a dingle from a ute?
Well, the first one is something they do in New Zealand, not in this country.
What's a merino?
It's a sheep.
It's a type of jumbuck, mate.
Yeah.
Oh.
How about you go first this time, then he can't call us a cheat anymore, okay? You go first. You just pick one there.
Yeah, I think I go for the second one.
Okay. Let's see. And now, according to your team, you can't go for that.
No.
So let's have a look at the answer. Here we go.
Am I him now? Or...
Oh, no, that's an existentialist question. I can't work it out.
Will you put it back?
We're at the last question now, the battle axe. The battle axe wants a new poof for the rumpus. Where do you get one? First one in with the answer here. The bag of fruit shop, the rubberty, or IKEA? First one in with the answer.
IKEA!
IKEA! Thank you very much, Stephen K. Has it at the end. I believe that. Would you please thank Stephen K. and Carl Einer? After the break, Hotspot. This is Hotspot, ladies and gentlemen. Hotspot, I know you love it. I have the big questions of the week. All they have is their intellect, their charm, and a fair bit of time on their hands. Are you ready, ladies and gentlemen? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Teams.
Yes.
Are you ready? Whoa! All they have is their charm, their wit, and now Tom Gleeson! I don't know if anyone else is doing the numbers on this, but there seem to be 4 people on that side and 6 people on that side. What's the best thing about the Melbourne International Comedy Festival? Whoa, they run forward.
My show, all of us.
All of us.
The cash. Being in Melbourne. Yes, love me.
Occasionally getting sex because people think I'm Adam Hills.
occasionally shagging Adam Hills. I don't really care.
In my defence, I thought it was Matt Preston.
What can Julia Gillard do to make herself more popular? What can Julia Gillard do to make herself more popular?
Become more racist and sexist and just wear Speedos.
Oh, what a gentleman. Carl Einer stepping back there to let... Nope.
Who is Julia?
Who is Julia? That's a good question. Who is Julia Gillard? Good, I like it. I like the way your mind works.
Do you mean Julia Gillard or the real Julia Gillard? Take a while to explain.
Cage fight, Jermaine Greer.
Now I know who she is.
What product would you like to see in a can? What product?
Randy! Randy in a can! Randy in a can! Randy in a can! I wanted to answer the first one, but it took me all that time to climb under the frickin' stage.
Anyone else? Anyone else about product in a can? Oh, here we go.
I'd like to see French dance moves in a can, because then you could have can.
A pie face.
To be honest, I'd like to have recreational drugs in a can. Because once I pop, I can't stop.
I'd like to see a Belgian boy reporter in a can, because then you could have Tin.
With itchy toes. Tinnier.
I would have all my regrets and faults and mistakes, and then I will open it, and then I would be a free human being.
I would fly.
What about an unsuccessful Star Wars character, and you could call it Jar Jar in a jar?
How should we welcome the American soldiers to Darwin? How should we welcome American soldiers to Darwin?
It depends whether they're flying or coming by boat.
We should tell them it's Sydney and just watch the disappointment.
Tom Gleeson!
There was something about the fact that you're so tall and this mic is so low that when you came forward to say what you think the way we should welcome them, and you went... It was rather compelling.
We should welcome them all standing like this.
Traditional Australian welcome, chuck a brown eye.
Is that traditional?
Hello.
Right now, this looks like a giant version of that money box you had when you were a kid.
That was unfriendly, Randy. I'm with you.
Thank you. Thank you. Carolina!
What's worse than babies on a plane?
Plane's on a baby. Can you imagine that? Poor little guys. No! No! This plane's on my baby. You go. Go ahead. I'm done.
I don't know. Oh, here we go.
What's worse than a baby on a plane? No pilot.
What's worse than babies
What's worse than babies on a plane?
Babies on a circular saw.
Babies in a can?
If you... Oh, no. Okay.
A baby in a cot. So I'm just trying to smooth it out there.
If you could... Oh, here we go. We're still going.
So I was trying to create a nice image. Oh, don't... You should...
It's three jockeys having a meeting.
It's One Direction in 40 years.
Harry! I love you, Harry! I love you, Liam! I love you, Harry! I love you, Liam!
If you could choose the manner of your death, what would it be?
Suffocation by hamster. Because it would be soft and funny.
I would like to fall from a very tall building onto Kyle Sandilands.
He would just absorb the blow. He would just go...
I don't like to think about death.
Anybody else? Anybody else? Now that the mood has been killed.
Being drowned by boobs? No, smothered by boobs. Crushed by boobs. In a can.
All I can say is it would involve ninjas and medicinal marijuana.
I wanna die in when I do a big magic production on stage in Melbourne.
Thank you.
Hey, Carlina, what's the best thing about Sweden?
The best thing about Sweden?
Yes.
The air.
Okay, thanks for doing that. Thanks for doing that miles away from the microphone.
And it's the world's shittest ad campaign, isn't it? Tourist campaign. Come to Sweden, we've got air.
Here's the last one. If you could travel back in time, what would you say to your 12-year-old self?
Fingers are for laces.
You're not going to go blind.
That was the one I was going to do too.
They're not going to get any bigger.
It's not going to get any bigger.
It's going to be massive.
Can you thank them all, ladies and gentlemen? Stephen K. Amos, everyone on both teams. Randy Carlina, Tom Gleeson, special guest in Cal Wisdom, Corinne Durant, Jason Barrett, Frank Woodley, Will Anderson, and our two team captains. That's it. Shut it down. Strange but True is next. Bang. Trying to solve the mysteries of Strange but True. Mikey, Corinne, Stephen, you had the horse.
Speak for yourself. Look at me. I'm shit black caviar.
With a pig's nose.
It's like something freaky from Where the Wild Things Are. If Sendark had been on acid, it's wrong. It's wrong.
Since when do horses have horns?
They're not horns, they're my ears.Uld you fix my ears, please, Corinne?
Oh, yes, that's so much better. We also have the table.
Oh, am I going back?
Are we really having a second go at the lamest trick in the world?
Oh, it should be easy this time. There's nothing to come on.
Hey, feeling good about those front row seats now?
This is going to go horribly wrong.
Get back, everyone. Stephen K. Amos.
I think you have to call that a qualified success, really.
That was pretty good. Stephen Kay, and finally this.
Oh, yeah, you're
it's
singing
me.
again.
Oh, shit.
When you walk through the storm, hold your head up high and don't be afraid of the dark. Walk on. Walk on with hope in your heart, and you'll never walk alone. Walk on with hope in your heart, and you'll never walk alone. You'll never walk
So what's the story? What's the story?
I have no idea. A horse that can sing and do magic tricks. Next.
I think I know the story.
Yeah.
Really?
It does involve a horse. Apparently it was in America.
It's in America, yes.
American story.
It's always in America, isn't it?
Apparently some guy took his pet horse into a restaurant.
Was it not just a pet horse? The thing is...
Pet horse?
People are used to seeing eye dogs, and rightly so. Seeing eye dogs should be allowed to go everywhere that their owner takes them. But the definition of a helper animal in America is broad. You know, we've all seen the idea of helper monkeys. Well, this guy had a helper horse.
Didn't you say that we all know about helper monkeys?
Yes.
I'm sorry, we've all seen that episode of The Simpsons where Homer gets the helper monkey and it eats all the donuts and has a heart attack.
Oh, see, I thought when you said helper monkey, you meant Paul.
No, I think it was a pony.
Oh, now it makes sense. It was a helper pony.
It was a helper pony. This helper pony caused a bit of a ruckus in a restaurant.
The guy complained about...
So he wouldn't let his horse in?
Yes, and he was challenging them, and they're going to change the laws.
Stephen does have it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to give it to him. Like most countries, the US has a law allowing assistance animals like guide dogs into shops and other businesses, but some disabled people don't have dogs. They have miniature horses. And now, if a lawsuit before the LA courts is successful, restaurants will have to let the horses in. Assistance horses for the disabled are a great idea. They're less likely to chase cars or cats, and they only sniff someone's bum if there's a carrot up there. Although it can be awkward when someone makes the why the long face joke, and the answer is, I had a stroke. Under the law... Under the law, guide horses are allowed in restaurants, on public transport, even some passenger planes, although it's always a hassle getting their shoes back on after security. Yeah! The stroke, woo, shoes back on, restaurateurs are keen to keep the animals out because, unlike guide dogs, horses can't be house-trained. And horse shit on the floor is sometimes considered a negative for a restaurant. But let's face it, if your restaurant can fit Americans, it can fit horses. Coming up, the final game ever of Strange But True.
It's good news week.
Claire, Carl, Ina and Randy, your clues were the religious icons. sexy stuff. Sexy stuff.
Sexy
Carl, I know.
stuff.
Sexy stuff.
like-
Boom, dum, 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 boom, boom, boom. Oh. Carolina Hagner.
Yeah, no,
That's awesome! Clap that shit!
And finally this.
Hit it! Hey!
And now the marriage vow is very sacred. The man has put us together. Now you ought to make it stick together. Come on, let's stick together. You know we made a vow not to leave one another, never. Yeah! But no, you never miss the water till your well runs dry. Come on now, baby, give our love a try. Let's stick together. Yeah! Come on, let's stick together. You know we made a vow not to leave one another ever. Saxophone solo! Hey! Give it up for Paul and the Sax! We've been stuck for a while. Consider ourselves. Can it be happy with us? Not a lie. Let's stick together. Woo! Come on, let's stick together. You know we made a vow not to leave one another, never. Woo, woo, woo. Yeah!
Please thank on saxophone Paul Williamson.
Thank you. What is this story?
What is this story about?
I was concentrating too hard on remembering the lyrics. I have no idea what's happening now.
Well, is this just meant to signify strip club?
no, this is meant to mean female underwear, exactly like this is also female underwear. It's very not comfortable, probably. But this is female underwear.
Yes.
This is my clue.
What's meant to go through? Oh, all right.
Well, that's interesting, isn't it?
Isn't that funny when you realise something in the middle of a sentence?
And the song, how does the song
Mine's
go?
all about
Let's stick together.
marriage vows,
Come on,
the
come on, let's
sacred,
stick together.
the sanctity of marriage.
Oh, isn't that? Because I thought it was a different story. What did you think?
Nah, I don't know. It's maybe a little bit rude.
Sorry, but is this the story about them
Which one?
turning a strip club into a chapel, essentially? You can get married in a strip club now?
No.
No, you're looking at me.
No.
Maybe it's a
Maybe, yes.
Priest
Yes.
and a horse, and they walked into a bar.
Paul, isn't the story that the church has now come out and said that weddings or marriages will last longer if the husbands are allowed to occasionally, when they've been good, go to strip clubs? I'm just hoping.
Maybe it has to do with freedom, right? That priests, they also have to have the right to dress in women clothes.
Yeah. They have needs.
They do that most of the time anyway.
All right. Is it the one about the strip club that they're turning into a church in
No,
Boston?
no.
No.
It's about the
Priest
yes.
who
Has been stripping for a little extra cash on
No.
the side.
priest
Sex change.
No.
No, he the
I
priest
don't think they know.
got married to a stripper.
Sorry?
Priest married a stripper.
No.
Is there a stripper involved?
Yes. No. Well, not so much a
female
stripper as
underwear.
a couple of.
Conducting nude weddings?
No.
There was a priest
All
went
of
to a
these
strip
things
club.
are true.
Gee, I wish
The
this
Pope
wasn't
went to
taking
a
us long at
strip
this point.
Women has to be the right to be priest too.
Thank you, Carl. Thank you, Carl. That's great. They're out of it, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. I'm not going to give them another chance. Thank them. Okay, to help with his sermons on love, marriage and sex, Ohio pastor Mike Scrubs has put a stripper pole in his church. It's the story of a priest, or a reverend really, putting a stripper pole in his church so he can give sermons around the stripper pole, okay? And the Lord said, it is easier for a camel toe to pass through the eye of a needle. No? Okay, sorry. The last time a pole caused such an uproar in the church, it was John Paul II. Thank you. Vatican II, come on. Pastor Mike preaches beside the neon stripper pole. He preaches beside this neon stripper pole, right? There's also a bed there, there's some lingerie and high heels, and he gives sermons. One of his most popular lessons is entitled The Sermon on the Mount and the Dismount. Sadly, there's now talk of Pastor Mike being defrocked, slowly, in time, to some loud grinding. So in the Holy Hot Box tonight, Mikey Robbins, Cal Wilson, Jason Byrne, Corinne Grant and Stephen K. Amos scored a steamy 83 points. Bumping Claire Hooper, Frank Woodley, Will Anderson, Carl Ina Hackner and Randy on 78 points. Yes! They have it. They have it. And now it's time to say goodbye. What a long, strange journey we've had from the ABC in 1996 to Network 10 in 99, to Work for the Dole in 2001, to Network 10 in 2008, to maybe a job in the mining industry in 2012. We love you, Gina. And through it all, the biting satire and the dick jokes, the savage truth and the cheap shots, one thing has remained constant. If we're not giving someone in power the shits, we're just not doing our job. So we leave you once more with the good news for the week ahead. Malaysian Airlines will crack down on people trying to sneak young children into first class. Passengers will be warned to put all toddlers in the baby bins provided at the departure gate. A US restaurant will descend into chaos when a miniature assistance horse gets the trots. There will be a tragedy on the euthanasia roller coaster when a malfunction results in dozens of survivors. Thank you all for being there. After success with Cocos Island as a US Army base and Christmas Island as a detention centre, the federal government will sell Tasmania to China for testing cosmetics on dissidents. It's going to happen. Opinion polls show Tony Abbott is slightly less popular than a handful of warm turds. And still preferred as Prime Minister. Parishioners of the church with a stripper pole will decide that Pastor Mike Scrubs has gone too far when he starts wearing tearaway vestments and demanding to be called by his stripper name, the Reverend Danny Dangler. Mike will also add a DJ, alcohol and actual strippers to his church, and his male congregation will swell. And celebrations for the 100th anniversary of the Titanic will continue to provide work for the captain of the Costa Concordia. Thank you, good night. Thank you very much.